Good morning student, I'm Rose. Today we are in the sixth session of this chapter, that is standard 6 geography chapter 5 major domains of the earth. Okay, in the last video we have learned about the different major or different realms of the earth, that is the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Today we are going to learn one more realms which is called the what we call biosphere. Okay. So this biosphere exactly you have learned many more times in the different classes. Okay. So actually what is the meaning of biosphere? This biosphere came from the Greek word which is known as the bios, which means life. Okay. The part of the earth where the life exists. A part of the earth where the life exists. Okay, so for the survival of life, there we need different kinds of things. Yes or no? We need different kinds of things. Like we can say for breathing, for life, for breathing we need oxygen. Yes or no? For water, for drinking we need water, and for living we need the land. Okay, so these are the most important thing for the survival of a life. Okay, so that is why our earth is called the unique planet. That is why our earth is called the unique planet, because it is the only one planet where the different kinds of animals or the different kinds of things are being survived, or we can say only this is the only planet where the life exists, where the life is present. Okay, so actually you can see here our biosphere is made up of three parts. You can see the lithosphere, hydrosphere and the atmosphere. Okay, the lithosphere means the layer of land, hydrosphere means water and the atmosphere is air. Okay, so these are the most important things which we need for the survival of life. Okay, so these all together we call the biosphere. This together we call the biosphere. Okay, so actually biosphere is made up of two important things, that is the biotic environment and the abiotic environment. Biotic environment and the abiotic environment. Biotic means the living, okay, the living organism, or we can say living things which live on the earth, that is the plants, animals and human beings. Okay, and the microbes. There are various living beings which are being present. That means all the living beings they are called the biotic, or we can say biotic component or the biotic environment. Another is the abiotic environment. Abiotic means the non-living things which is needed for the survival of a life, that is the land, water and air. Okay, so these are the most important or non-living component or non-living environment which we needed for the survival of life. Okay, so there are actually, if you talk about the different kinds of living beings which are present on the earth, or we can say present on the biosphere, there are, you can see 10 lakh varieties of animals are present on the earth's surface. 10 lakh varieties means different kinds of species and different kinds of varieties of animals you can see on the biosphere or on the earth. Yes or no? Then 3 lakh varieties of plants, and there are different kinds of plants. Okay, different kinds of plant you can see in different region, different kinds of environment you can see. That is 3 lakh varieties of plants. Okay, so these are how the biosphere is made up of. These are the things how it is being made up of. Okay, so both biosphere is made up of two important things, that is the biotic and abiotic. That means both living and non-living components. Okay, so now we'll see how these all things interact with each other, how they are helpful to each other. Okay, so as we know that this biosphere is relics of, we can say it is what we call life. Biosphere is the place where the life exists. Yes or no? Biosphere is the place where the life exists. Okay, so and this for that, for the survival of the life, we need all three kinds of things, that is the atmosphere, hydrosphere and the lithosphere, and these all interact with each other. These all interact with each other. For example, for what we call, for the survival of, for example, human beings. For example, human beings. What are the things we need? Human beings? Yes, we need land for living. We need land for living, or for the constructions, or for the various purposes we need the land. Okay, and for breathing, we need the air which is present. We need the oxygen which is present in the atmosphere. Yes or no? We need the oxygen which is present on the atmosphere. Plants need carbon dioxide which is present need water for everything. Yes or no? So this is how we are interact, or how these all three are interacting with each other. Means they are depend on each other. They are dependent on each other. That means lithosphere is depend on atmosphere. Atmosphere is depend on vertical hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is depend on lithosphere. So these are like one type of cycle. One type of a cycle. That is all these are. All these needed each other. Okay, so this is why. Okay, so that is how the life is possible on the earth surface. This is how the life is possible on the earth surface. But recently we can say it is you can say that in the today's world, if we talk about, there are different kinds of things or the activities being shown on the earth surface. Yes or no? You can see affecting the large scale of environment. Yes or no? In different ways. So these human beings have affected, or we can say affecting the environment in different ways. Like we can say the cutting of the trees. Then you have the various air pollution. Yes or no? So these are the things happening, how they are degrading the environment slow by slow, or we can say very fast. Due to that, what happened? You can see there is a so much. And one more thing, not only the human activities. Due to human activities, what happened? There is also an increase in natural disaster. There is also an increase in natural disaster due to the due to the activities of human. Okay. So what happened? What are they doing? If you talk about, they are cutting the large area of forest. Okay, digging minings. Then you have the they are building different transportations or different factories. Okay, so due to that, what happened? Due to these all activities, due to these all human activities, the environment is changing day by day, and there is a large scale of pollution in different ways. There is the water pollution, there is the air pollution, there is the land pollution. They are polluting day by day. So due to this pollution, what happened? Due to this pollution, the temperature of the earth is increasing day by day. That means containment of CO2. Contamination of CO2, or we can say carbon dioxide is increasing day by day. Due to that, what happened? There is increase in global warming. So what happened if the temperature increases? What happened? The land, or we can say the sea or the oceans, where the water is in the form of ice, what happened? It's starting to melt, and the area, or we can say area of the oceans or the sea level is increasing day by day. For example, if you talk about the like we can say different cities which are being merged into the ocean, like we can say Indra Point in India. Then you have the what we call Troy. Then you have the Pompeii. Okay, so these all the cities are being destroyed by the natural disaster or by the increase of the sea level. Okay, so this is due to the increase in the temperature of the earth surface. So when there is increase in temperature, what happened? It lead to the increase in global warming. Okay, so this global warming is normal. So as we know, this CO2, or we can say carbon dioxide, is helpful for the warming of the earth. Yes, sir. So when the CO2, or we can say when the carbon dioxide is so much high, or we can say it is not up to the point, when it increases, when it increase in a large level, what happened? The temperature of the earth is increasing day by day. So due to that, what happened? The degradation, or we can say there is large number of disaster which is happening due to the global warming. For example, depletion of ozone layer, one is example. Then you have the increasing melting of the sea level, or we can say melting of the ice, which increase the level of the sea level. Okay, so these are the effects which are being shown on the earth surface. So that is why we should always balance, or we can say always go with the balance of the environment. That means, for example, we have to for best example, we have to what we call plant more and more trees on the land surface. Okay, so this is how we can control, or we can balance the environment, or this is how we can survive on the earth surface for now. So chapter is already completed. I hope you have already understood, and if you have not understood, just go through the chapters one more time or two or three times so that you can understand better. Thank you for now.